So we're live and we are talking about have your passwords been compromised and how to figure that out. There are some ways that you can find out if your passwords have been compromised, and there are ways that you can protect yourself. So that's what we're talking about. We have Dave and Aaron with me. So some signs that you've been hacked. Okay, so here are some signs. You ready? You guys are with me, right?
We're ready.
Okay, good. Thank you. We're ready. Okay, so number one, I have a list here. I don't know if I'll hit them all, but number one in my list is you get a ransomware message. So how do you know if you get a ransomware message, Dave?
Oh, there will be no mistaking. It will tell you, I have infected your computer with ransomware, whether they've actually done it or not. Saying you need to send me some Bitcoin money or gift certificates or something like that. So it's gonna. They want you to know that you are there. They own you. So you'll get a screenshot or something or other. In no uncertain terms.
It'll be obvious then. So,
oh, yes.
Very obvious. Okay.
And they will even give you instructions on how to buy Bitcoin and send to them.
Oh, yay. So if you ever see something on your screen that asks you for your credit card or contact information or anything like that, you'd be like, or remember the one where they claimed to be Microsoft and they would tell you to call?
Yep.
So don't do it. Right? Don't
and
do
it. We've talked about that previously. Is Microsoft doesn't care if you have a virus. Not that they're a bad company, but they're not going to notify you. So that's going to be more than likely a fake, a scam, not an actual attack, or you've been hacked.
Okay, the next one on my list is a fake antivirus message, which is very similar. So it's kind of the same sign, right? Here's one that's happened to me before. You have new browser toolbars that you didn't remember putting on there. Remember that one?
Oh, yes.
Random pop-ups, I believe, too.
Yeah.
New homepage.
A new homepage. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
We haven't seen. I don't think we've seen that in a while, but.
No, but I do remember that. When your internet searches go somewhere else, they're redirected. Redirected means that it goes to a different website that you weren't looking for, right?
Yep.
And Aaron already said random pop-ups. How about your friends start getting social media invitations that you didn't send?
Right.
Now that one is interesting because on Facebook, I know this has happened lots of times, and it's happened to me on Instagram, where they just take your photo and they pretend to be you. They haven't hacked your account,
right?
But they pretend to be you. And if you get multiple friend requests from somebody you're already friends with, you might want to just check, is this really your account? And then report it. And they'll get taken down pretty quickly.
I think we've all seen those messages on social media too that, oh, if you've got a request from me, please ignore it. My account's been hacked. That kind of stuff,
Yeah.
And my rule is I never open any messenger and any message in Facebook that's like a YouTube video or anything, if it's, my grandkid, and I know that that's really legitimately from them, fine. But anything else, I don't care. Even if it's legitimate, I'm not touching it.
Right.
Yeah, there's that one that people always send that says, "Oh my gosh, is this you in this video?"
Yep.
You're tempted to click it to see, what is it?
Right.
Don't click it because it's not you. It's nothing to do with you. It's just they're trying to put ransomware on your computer, your device, whatever. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Another one on my list here is your password isn't working. I mean, if you know for sure that you're typing in your password right, because I know I type mine in wrong lots.
Yep.
But if you know for sure and it's not working, that's a sign too.
Yep.
Right?
And this goes back to using a password manager, saving your passwords, and making very strong passwords as well.
And using two-factor authentication too.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So how about unexpected software installs?
The good hackers, you're not going to see them. There's not going to be a shortcut to, their keylogger on your desktop. You're not going to notice.
That's true. You might not even know they're there.
Yeah.
That's kind
Not
of
if they're any good.
This one I've never had happen. Your mouse moves between programs and makes selections.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah. I'm just freaking out a little bit.
I mean, I think that can only happen if you allow them to take over your computer, which I've seen some unaware people do, where they're like, yes, fix my computer. Here you go.
Yeah, I'm sending you a file. Yeah. Is that on there, like unexpected files and folders change or show up or disappear?
No, it's not, but that's a good one.
Okay, I'm going to talk about that when you're done briefly.
No, go ahead. Just do it now.
Okay. And I want to kind of separate between your home PC being attacked and a network breach in a large company like the pipeline we saw a week or so ago, right? So in a domain environment like a big company, those guys are in that network like they're domain administrators. Typically, Aaron, do you remember 6 weeks before they do anything? I mean, they're trying to get everything they can out of.
I believe there's a dormant phase, certainly.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're trying to get all the information they can, passwords, usernames, data, information, whatever they can use against you for weeks. Now, if a home user typically, and I'm just kind of generalizing here, is they're going to be, if they're in your computer, they want you to know right now, and they want you to send them money and do it right now. They don't really, they don't care what's on your computer. They're going to lock it up and demand money, right? The real ones that actually do it. So, it's a little bit different between a commercial business and a personal user. So it's kind of like two different levels of attack. I guess I would call it.
Okay.
So
Good
just,
to know.
yeah, kind of when we're talking about it, there can be different, home users versus commercial use.
Well, here's the one that kind of connects. It says your bank account is missing money. That's a bad one. Yes. And we've seen that happen, haven't we?
Yes.
Unfortunately. Okay, so I'm going to skip to your confidential data has been leaked, because we actually, I remember one of our coworkers shared this with me, and it's called Have I Been, and I don't know how to say it. I said pwned.com.
Pwned?
Yeah,
Pwned?
and Dave says pwned because it's supposed to be owned, like with a P. And what you do is you put your email in there, and it lets you know, if it knows that a website has been hacked, that it's possible that your account's been compromised. So you put your email in, And
I sent you the link, Jenny. Can you get that up
Yep.
on there?
I will put it in our chat here.
So
On
what you
Facebook.
do is you put in your email address and you get results. And I just think, there you go. Right up there.
Right up there? What? Oh.
Yeah.
No, they can't see that. That's our chat. But
Oh.
This is in the comments below our video. I just pasted it in there.
Okay, gotcha.
So on Facebook, it's below our video. On YouTube, it's below our video. And that's the site that you can go put your email in.
Yep.
And actually, all three of us did that before we went live.
Yep.
To see what popped up, and it was interesting.
Yes. I had 2 from my personal email address, and they were old.
Yeah.
From 4 and 5 years ago, whatever it was. So I'm not too concerned about them. I've certainly changed my password since then. My DS Tech, my dbasilovitz at dstech.net, no leaks. So yay for us.
That is cool. I did see one on one of my old DS Tech emails. But again, it was a really old site. So I'm sure I don't even use it anymore. And I know I've changed my password since then, because we change our passwords all the time and they're never the same password. So, and we talked about that in one of our previous videos on how to create a secure password.
Well, I think a good point here to make now is I did run mine too. My personal account, I actually had 5 compromises, and one of the compromises was a smartphone application, Words with Friends. So as simple as an application that you play with your friends and family members, making words up, password gets compromised, and if you reuse that password at different sites or different places, that could lead to more trouble. So something simple can turn into something big.
Yep.
And it points out the way where everything is connected these days, that through no fault of your own, your information is leaked. You've been secure. You've done everything. You have multiple passwords and security and 2-factor authentication. And some company out there doesn't want to spend money on security, or whatever happens, and now your information is for sale on the dark web. So it's it's a kind of a sad commentary on the digital world today, but it's true.
Yep.
Right. They should have like badges on their websites, like we're secured by DS Tech. We should have badges. Because I would do business with everybody that's secured by our stuff, because I feel safe then.
Yep.
Giving you my data. So on that note, get your free security assessment at dstech.net if you're a business owner. And on the back end, if you like our free security assessment, you can ask Dave how much it costs to get our dark web scan done, which does a deep scan, right, Dave?
Yes, on your domain name. Any email associated with your domain.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting and scary and cool stuff. So
we won't do your Gmail account. You'll have to do that yourself on Have I Been Pwned?
Yes. No, we do business domains because that's what we do for our business customers. So anything else before we say bye?
See you next week.
See you next week. All right. Awesome. I think we got one more password topic before we move on to a new topic. So I'm not sure what it is next week. I have to look. So
we'll come up with something.
We'll come up with something. There's lots to talk about.
Oh, yes.
All right. Make it a great day, everybody.
All right.
Stay safe. See you later.